Did you miss us?
Welcome to Two Blank Girls.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Annitsa, and this is episode 33.
Whoop, whoop.
Holy moly, it's morning. And
our favorite time to record.
it's very appropriate for this episode, so maybe we should just get into it.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. On the morning of March 21st, we're two sleepy girls.
Okay.
Ooh, quick business. Just quick business. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all Two Blank Girls, iterations of that. Figure it out.
Twitter, I just really don't
I don't
understand.
even do anything.
I'm like, guys, why is that still a thing?
No.
Why is Facebook still a thing?
Well, people like to write quippy things, although we don't do that on Twitter, so don't look for that.
Yeah, like if you're, no, we got nothing to say.
I'm not going to write one-liners for you.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
So yeah, but you can still follow us if you want.
Yeah, if it's like a thing that you do, just add it to your follow list, and we'll follow you back for like 2 weeks, and then I'll say bye. No, just kidding. But yeah, and also, go to our website, twoblankgirls.com. If you want to catch up on all the episodes, it's an easy place to find them. Otherwise, if you're listening to it now, it's probably on iTunes or Google Play or something.
Spotify. Or something.
Yeah, man. But,
We're fucking all over the place.
if you just want to, check, do all things Two Blank Girls, then go to our website.
Oh, and we have t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Get them while they're hot. They're about to go.
Bye-bye.
$10, y'all.
$10 for shirts, and,
everybody needs a shirt.
Hello, it's a t-shirt.
It's a great t-shirt.
It's classic. It's fun.
It's got bright pink colors on it.
Yeah, which is cool for anybody because it brings a pop of like sexiness.
Yeah.
We're saying this because we literally only have a few left, and we want to say yay to you. So get them, buy them, take them. Meaning DM us or something. I don't know.
Email.
Find us.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Call Jenna up. I'm gonna give you her phone number.
Yeah, just put it out. I mean, literally, no one called me. It'd be nice. Like, do it.
I know. A phone call is rare, right? Unless it's like something you don't want to do.
And
you're
I
like,
think
no,
everyone's dead.
You're like, why is somebody calling me?
Yeah, I'm like, cool. Someone died. Why? So it'd be nice to just get a normal phone call every once in a while.
You know what? It's been a while, so it's nice to talk to you here on this platform and once again.
Yes.
I feel like it's been a couple weeks, guys. Hopefully you noticed. I hope you noticed.
I know
that
people
we were
like,
gone. Oh, you guys are gone? Oh. Yeah.
No, they missed us. You guys missed us. I know it.
Well, we had some busy times. Jenna was out of town.
Yeah. New job, venture stuff.
I tore my muscle on my foot.
Yeah.
That's what I was
cripple.
busy doing. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, I was so excited to play tennis, and then literally day one, I fucked up my foot. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
I hope everybody can hear me eating this RX bar because it is a treat.
She woke up and she's like, also, I hope you guys, I was thinking about this last night in my, as I was trying to go to sleep, how we're always like, oh, we woke up, it's morning. We have sleepovers, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, it's funny. I was like, we don't live together. This must be kind of strange for anyone who's listening to be like, oh, these girls are just, they're always sleeping together. We sleep in the same bed.
Guys, I stay here at least once a week.
Yeah.
So,
and
cool.
So that's so when I was like, oh, we were in bed last night. Yeah. Truly, we were in bed together last night, guys.
Yeah, that's what real friends do.
Exactly.
They have sleepovers and
we're in our
30s.
So suck
it also has to do with me being like a fucking
commuter,
a vagabond, and have no real home, and I just go from house to house and crash on people's.
But let's be real. Even when you
even if I've spent the night,
we still
even when I down the street, you would come over and spend the night. I would come over here. Yeah, it's a thing.
We just love it.
We love it.
But anyway, I don't remember what that was about.
Well, we're sleepy, probably. That's why we're forgetting, which is the name of the episode.
What?
We both woke up this morning just like, fuck, her room was so dark.
And she woke up this morning. She's like, first thing, I'm hungry.
I didn't have like a real dinner last night.
God, me neither. I ate cheese and crackers at midnight. So that was what I did.
I don't know. I always wake up hungry. But I recently, and I was talking to you about this yesterday, like, I don't know if it's like daylight savings time. I mean, but it's been like how long now? Like almost 2
month.
weeks since it went
I
over.
feel like
No,
it's
it's
been
not that long. It was happening when I was in Austin. So
Dude,
that was like
wait.
11 days ago.
Take it back. We got to do the def.
Oh, the definition.
And then we'll
sleepy,
get into it.
Yeah.
So we're sleepy this week, or every week rather, which is ready to fall asleep, sluggish as if from sleep, lethargic, also having little activity.
Dude,
I
that's
added
like
that
my
because I was
whole-
like, that's us.
That's like my whole life. Oh, that's the definition of me.
And just because we're sleepy doesn't mean we can sleep, but we'll get into that later. So
That's you.
that's me, but that's
you.
That's my journey. But
That
you,
is me. I could
so you
sleep
can't.
fucking anywhere, anytime,
That's
all
not
the time.
true. You haven't been taking naps. You have
I
not
haven't
been taking naps.
Yes.
She says she can't get up in the mornings anymore.
Which
recently.
is weird. That's what my issue is like, because getting up in the morning is so easy for me. But for some reason, these last like 2 weeks, I have been struggling like to get up, just like so tired.
So you've been struggling, but then you don't take naps in the day anymore. Which, well,
what the heck
you're,
is happening?
you're out and doing things though, right?
But
I mean,
even
you're pretty
then,
busy.
like even
when
then,
you have a day
I
off?
would like in the middle of the afternoon, like even though I didn't necessarily take a nap, my like. Oh my! My stories of like having to like sleep in Target parking lots and like in neighborhoods because like I was so tired, and that's like I don't know. I guess I'm phasing out of that.
Woo.
Like I'm not tired. Could be some other things new things, medications and stuff that might be helping.
I was like, what?
No, but
what is this exciting development?
But yeah, and like I started acupuncture, which has been kind of a game changer for me. Everyone, get into it. It's real cool. I feel like maybe it's a combination of that, some vitamins, some meds. I think there's a nice little concoction that's making me
So maybe you're having more energy. Although you say that you're always tired, but somehow you still
but not
have energy.
the tired that
you
I
used
used
to
be.
be.
A different tired. Like, yeah, tired from just like, oh man, I fucking shot for 10 hours a day. I'm fucking tired.
That's a good kind of tired.
I would
though.
literally, yeah, that's a good tired. I would literally wake up at like 10 and then by like 1:30 be like, like literally like a fucking corpse. Like just
that might have been
like,
what
move.
you were eating too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Like,
it
that's all
sucks because
sorts
I
of-
was doing really good with my eating, and now I'm back off the wagon of eating good. So,
Ooh boy,
which is also about my just.
that's a
forget
whole
it.
other guys.
That's a whole other episode where I complain about my acne.
Why
'Cause I'm
haven't we
over
done?
it.
Why haven't we done like two cystic girls?
Yeah, or just like
talked about it.
ugh, so
That's
gross.
a favorite subject of ours, like acne and poops.
Yeah.
Like that's just what we.
Ugh.
If that sums us up.
But sleepy.
Oh,
We're both very sleepy. That's like so stupid to say, but it's like
we're sleepy girls.
We're-
Yeah. Famously, very famously, you fall asleep every time a movie's on.
Oh,
That
yeah.
if she gets on my couch or even in the chair, we even had her propped up in a chair a couple
Yeah.
times. Like, oh, and she's like, don't give me a blanket. She'll.
yeah, she's always trying to be nice and be like, "You want a blanket?" I'm like, "No, don't give me a blanket."
She's like, I'll fall asleep.
Because it's just.
Even if she doesn't, it doesn't fail though.
And it's funny because
she'll
you'll
fall
try to,
asleep.
you'll be taught, you don't know I'm asleep
No.
yet or something, and you'll start talking to
No.
me and talking about the movie, and I do this like,
She's like,
oh
yeah.
totally, or I'll just like mutter something like I'll like say
Yeah.
something random, and
She's
you're
like,
like,
wow,
what? Yeah, Rachel, what?
What?
Yeah, you're just like, what?
I'm like, yes, Jenna,
Yeah.
yes.
It sucks, man.
So she she always falls asleep, and it's so funny because when Jess and I are out here too, like when she's out here with us, we'll look at each other and we're like,
Yep,
yep,
yep.
there she is. I'm like,
God
oh, she's
damn
there.
it.
All right.
There's been a few times
But-
where I've done good and stuck it out. Like, didn't we watch something recently?
Oh, I can't remember what
Fell
it was.
asleep
We
doing
should remember it because
Crazy
it was
Rich
a
Asians,
big.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But there was something
Okay.
I sat up the whole time and watched.
Yeah, what
I don't
was it?
remember, but it was
We should
glorious.
remember. Well, we're too sleepy to remember now.
Yeah.
But you know what though? But kind of I like it though because it gives me permission that if I want to fall asleep, I can do it.
Yeah.
Which I don't usually.
Well, yeah,
but-
because it sucks because being the person who's just like, oh, I'm just going to go to sleep, but everybody else is awake. But you're just like, I can't help it.
Well,
but, hopefully it.
It's funny because I don't really ever want to fall asleep when we're watching a movie together. But if I'm watching a movie with Jess, I'll be like, yeah, I want to take a nap. But
Yeah.
then she's up and then she's like, well, I'm just going to go to bed then if you're going to sleep. And I'm like, no, we're supposed to both be napping. Like, it's weird.
We do, us three girls, we love a collective nap too.
Oh.
Like we love to be in here and we're like, you know what? Let's just like close the blinds for a minute and we'll just all fall asleep. It's so weird.
Like girls' time, girls' afternoon, nap.
Yeah, and then it's always napping. Well, no, Annitsa makes donuts or Jess makes pretzel bites. We fucking carbo load, and then we are like, yes, let's have a nap.
I feel a little sleepy. I feel a little sluggish.
Like if someone walk in and just saw all three of us napping together, it's so weird.
Yeah, that does have to be a weird thing. Like, because when I think about being like a kid and my parents being in their 30s, I could never imagine them taking a nap on the couch with their friends.
Yeah.
Like, who would ever do that?
Like, they had, like, real adult things
jobs.
to do, like, and
they
children.
things to do.
And we're in here napping on, like, a Tuesday.
When you think about that, that's pretty fucking weird to think about us in our 30s napping together when, like, that would never have been a thing before.
It's weird. Like, are we not adults? Like, we're of age, but it feels like we're children, truly.
Well, especially since we need a fucking afternoon nap. Like, guys, preschool, take your nap. It's 1
I
p.m.
loved that. Kindergarten, you got your mat out.
We didn't have a nap in kindergarten.
What?
Because I went to half day kindergarten. I went to like afternoon school or whatever.
See, we had one right after lunch, and everybody had to have their own mat, and I slept by the bathroom door because the cold air would breeze out from
right
underneath
next
the bathroom.
To the toilet. The smells emanating from the bottom.
I loved school naps.
You know what? This is kind of off topic, but it was such a weird thing I didn't know existed. I walked by last night this like grade school, and they had a sign that said, "Kindergarten cusp, sign up," and it was for kids who are on the cusp, you know, where you're not quite 5 yet.
It's pre-K, right?
I was like, but they called it like kindergarten cusp, meaning like only kids who are going to be 5 right after the, cutoff or whatever. And I went, whoa, is that like a special class?
California
Could
thing?
I be like,
hippie
because
weirdos.
I was older in kindergarten because I turned 5 in October, so I had to wait
September.
a year.
Yeah, I did too. I was old ass.
Yeah.
I was the weird oldie and throughout school, like throughout my whole school.
I was 18.
It's like, cool, I'm 18,
as
graduating.
Yeah.
And everybody was like youngins. And I'm just like, see, everybody's like, it like automatically assume like,
she got held
back. Yeah, it's like, fuck no, I'm old.
See, we would have been those cusp kids.
Yeah.
I could have been taking naps and
I feel
cusping
like
it
that's
up.
Just pre-K.
Well, I never had preschool. I didn't do that jazz.
Yeah, Liam, my nephew did pre-K. But I think that's for
he's
like
an old man now,
single
so
moms.
He's like a fucking like teenager.
He's
so it
up to my
matter.
mom's like shoulder. I'm like, what?
Oh God, babies.
And he's 6, so I'm like, cool. He's gonna be either a really amazing basketball player or like soccer. I think soccer. That's his jam.
He does like to kick a ball around.
Not that you guys care about that, but he's real fucking cute.
If you're here for this podcast, you're here for our lives. You're here for our journeys. Sleepy as fuck.
Yeah, but your thing is fucking weird, man. You need to go get help.
I got a problem. I got a major problem.
I have some trazodone, and I'm gonna give it to you and let you try it because I recently got a prescription to help me sleep. Because I don't get sound sleep throughout the yes, I can sleep. I can fall asleep. Mm-hmm. But the amount of times I wake up throughout the night is bananas. And therefore I'm not getting the whole REM sleep or like super deep restful sleep. So then that's why I'd always wake up or in the afternoon be so fucking tired because I'm not getting really deep sleep.
I would be interested to do a sleep study where I just
for
me,
do one.
Not even like they probably wouldn't even get anything interesting out of it, but for me to be like, find out what my patterns are and if I actually do get restful sleep because I wake up a lot too. Every time I turn around, I wake up.
Yeah, and you like don't sleep though. No. You'll like wake up in the middle of the night and stuff, and then not go back. Like I feel like there's clinical
I
issues
think it
there.
kind of runs in my family. Insomnia runs in my family a little bit. I think we've all have some weird sleep patterns, but I think it also affected me because for like 16 years I fucking worked till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And I did not have normal work schedule, so that kind of made me be a late night person. Now I fucking go to bed at 9 p.m. Like seriously.
Oh yeah.
But then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Well, last night was a very rare late night for me, at least. We didn't go to bed till like 1, which is rare for me not to be in bed at least till 1. And then I woke up at 4 and I couldn't get back to sleep till like 6.
Yeah.
And then we woke up at 8 something.
Yeah.
So I and
you
then
definitely need some like to
will
look at what's going, because to me it's like manic, your manic stuff. Like you get
it's
like
interesting.
zingy in the middle
You know
of the
what
night.
though? You know what it is? Because I talked to my therapist about, because I was like, I really feel like I'm manic. Like I'm not just depressive. And no, it's anxiety. That's what she said. It's not mania, it's anxiety. And that makes sense to me because I don't do things that like harm me. I don't because mania is more like, oh shit, I'm gonna spend all my money and have $0 in my bank account and be like, oops, or I'm gonna fucking do a million drugs or like have a ton of sex or but like my energy is fast and high, and so that translates to anxiety. Yeah. That makes sense. When I'm thinking, when I'm worrying. Yeah. So, but last night I was so pissed because I can't remember the song right now, which is bumming me out, but it was some shitty, like, what's that band that's like, oh god damn it, this is a great story. There is some shitty pop band that's just like, it's got some shitty song that doesn't mean anything to anybody. But I had it in my head last night as I was laying there, and I'm like, first of all, I didn't even hear it. I haven't heard that song in like, I don't know how long. And it just popped into my head, and I kept thinking, I was like, oh, this is an earworm. Ooh. And then I just kept thinking, and then I spun from there, and I just was so mad at myself, like, why? Ugh. So that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, I feel like, it sucks because I'm always in there and I'm out in 30 seconds. Sleep. And, you'll tell me then, and I'm like, I'll wake up. Oh, it was nice night of sleep. And, then he'll be like, I was up at 4 and then
I went out in the living room
and living room red. Like, I'm like, holy shit.
Well, you know what I do too? This is a big thing for me. Not just that pointless drivel of like random songs and random information in my head, but I will plan out my life in detail for hours with my eyes shut. Yeah. Like I will be like, I'll go into a spiral like, oh, she said that thing that one time and that means this and that means, I actually got a lot of insight about myself 2 nights ago when I was having a not be able to sleep moment. Yeah. Where I went, oh my God, that's why I am the way I am. Because I thought, oh my God. It was weird.
It just sucks that you do it at that
you're
time
in your brain. It's just that I'm in my brain. I'm trapped in there and then I just go. Yeah.
Which is why I have to, you do the same. Like I have to have TV on because I need the distraction to then because once a TV's on, I'm fucking out. Like I need that distraction. Otherwise, if it was quiet, dead quiet and black in the room, I would just be like, I just feel like that's the time. It's quiet. Let's think, or like let's what's going on in my head, and actually, I would just sit there and do that.
It's the opposite for me. I can't sleep with the TV on, which is why every time you go to bed, I turn it off.
I was gonna say, I hope you turn it off.
I fall asleep, because for me, that blue light is not good for you, for your sleep. Same with like your phone, you're not supposed to see, and that's I truly believe that at this point, like phone and TV, you shouldn't have it on within like an hour or more before you go to bed, because for me, it's like, So as soon as you fall asleep, which is pretty quick, I turn the TV off.
Well, that's good. At least you do. At least you don't keep it on just because I'm in the bed, because I can, once I'm out, I'm out.
Because I used to watch, I still do put it on sometimes to help me get kind of sleepy, but then before I can go to bed, I usually have to turn it off. But I like to read before bed. That actually helps me sleep.
I know. I probably should do some more practice of like just taking a couple nights off where I just get in bed in the dark and like put my earplugs in and like go. But I feel like the reason my sleep has been real bad recently is, well, one, Cole and I need a bigger bed. Like, oh my God.
I was thinking that last night because I have a queen. Do you guys just have a full?
We have a fucking queen.
Oh, I thought you had a full.
No.
I was like,
we have a queen. No. Oh God, that would
My parents
not fly.
slept for 20 years on a full bed.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why they're not together anymore.
But yeah, I like, Cole, and it's a bummer for him because I feel like sleep is sleep. I don't need to touch you. I don't need to cuddle.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah.
Can't. Sleep is like the most important thing to me. So we sleep with a body pillow wedged between us so that we don't touch each other. But then the body pillow takes up too much room now because now Kiki's in the bed with us at all times. So the fucking 3 of us trying to fit on this queen bed, just big old fat cat, fatties in the other, fatty humans trying to share with this big old body pillow. It's just terrible. And we've slept in when we went up north for our anniversary, we had a king bed. Ooh. Oh my God,
Sleep dreams.
I could reach my arm out and I wasn't even touching. Like, it was glorious.
Dude, get a Cow King. That'll change your
I know.
life.
Like, I think that's our next big purchase. Like, a couch and a new bed. But fucking Keeks, man. I love that little cat more than life itself. She's my angel and my everything. And I love her. But fuck, she gets on me. She has to be on me. She has to. Like, she cannot not be on me. So she either curls up in between my legs,
the classic spot,
or my belly, or if I'm on my side, she cuddles up right behind my knees. And like, it's so cute, and I don't want to like not have it, but fuck.
Welcome
I
to
get
cat
hot
life.
and sweaty, so then I have to like take sheets off, and then she's moving around. It's just so.
But we love them. God bless you. We love our babies.
When I wake up and I see little Keeks, and I say, "Hi, Keeks." She's the best, but it's it's fucking with my sleep.
Well,
for sure.
When you mentioned to me, see, I get weird about taking other people's drugs. So you're like, here's some trazodone. Here, I can't. I feel weird about taking other people's prescribed medication. I've never done it. Even like pain,
it's like so small.
Even like
it's
pain
like
pills. You know, when people are like, oh, I have these left over, like, and they share with people. I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to do it. What if something happens? And I'm like so weird about that stuff. But I have always been interested in the Ambien situation. I think we need to talk about it.
Yeah, I wonder if any of the listeners out there, if you guys are listening, have you tried Ambien? Yeah.
Because all I've heard, I just can't believe anybody uses it or like has to use it. Is it specifically because their insomnia is so bad? Like, this specific drug is the one that like really
I
helps?
think it's so. My mom takes Ambien, but it started rough. So like the stories of my mother, we have great ones, you know, that are just like so ridiculous. But
why
once
Ambien?
they got her, I don't know. I don't know.
Because
but like,
there are
I think
such
it's
terrible
side
stronger.
Effects.
Okay.
It's so strong. Like, it's such. So, but then she had to take time to figure out the Ambien that worked for her, like the dosage.
Generic or the
dosage.
Ambien.
Yes.
Okay.
Now she still takes Ambien, but she only takes like a quarter Ambien. And the thing is, I'd get so mad at her. I'd be like, Mom, do not take that fucking Ambien until you get up the stairs.
Because she'll just lay on the floor and be like,
crawls.
I can't get up.
She has to crawl her whole body up the stairs like a limp body. And she like puts her arm up on the step and pulls her body up.
No.
I've caught her on the stairs and I'm like, Mom, like, you cannot take it till you get up there.
Remember, I have only the briefest
you
experience.
saw it.
I remember when she was out here visiting and she was sleeping on an air mattress in your living room in North Hollywood. And she was, it was summer. She was wearing like this cute little like nightgown, like very, like kind of short and
cottony,
cute.
like, yeah.
And she was, and I say that only because she was on the bed. I wish you could see what I'm doing right now, but she was like, Wah!
Yeah.
And she like put
she
her
like
legs
rolled
up
off,
in the
didn't
air, and she was
I think
like,
she rolled off
she
the
was
air
like
mattress at one
she was
point.
like doing like weird, like grabbing her legs and like holding them up in the air.
And there were some chips she was eating.
Yeah, she shared with me.
Chips.
There were some special chips from the farmer's market that she got that were like jalapeno something or others.
Yeah.
And she just started going at it, and she's like, "Try it!" And we both just started eating.
It's a big thing with Ambien
laughing.
is the food thing. It makes you want to eat. And we, you know, we watched her eat a loaf of like, the loaf of bread where they're a sliced loaf of bread, whatever, you know, in the package. I don't know. I'm like, is it weird to say a loaf? I want you to know that it's the sliced bread.
She didn't just gnaw into the side.
Yeah, it wasn't like a whole
sourdough piece. Okay.
But it was. She took a loaf of bread and was eating it. Just pulling pieces out and then throwing pieces at us. It was the worst. And, you know, she snorted like fake cocaine.
Ooh, that tells me that your mama in the day may have had some experience.
Yeah, she thought a line of we were playing dominoes and she thought it was a line of Coke and proceeded to snort it right in front of us. We were like, oh my God.
See,
it's crazy, dude.
I've never, and I always hear stories about like sleepwalking and things like that. I've never had those. I did fall asleep standing up once when I was a little kid. I was upstairs like listening to my dad and like uncles play music, and it was like rocking me to sleep, and I was standing up and I just fell asleep. And I think, you know what, I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep anywhere in public.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Like when I'd get drunk in fucking New York, go to a diner, Just lay my head down on the
fall
table.
asleep on the train.
And just,
fall asleep.
Trains. Ooh,
Ride
that's
to
danger.
fucking rock away. And you're
Yeah.
like, oops.
Yeah, my friend Sarah went to Coney Island like 3 times.
Back and
she
forth.
fell asleep. Yeah, like literally all the way to Coney Island and back in Manhattan, all the way to Coney Island. Just like, and the fact that she didn't get like murdered is a miracle.
Well,
or
yeah.
like,
be careful, guys. If you're gonna fall asleep in
yeah.
public or like on a bench, that to me, I'm like, if I have any belongings on me, I can't like fall. I would
yeah,
love
the
to
fact
go,
that no one stole anything, I'm like, what?
I would love to like go take a nap in a park, like lay down on a blanket, but I just feel like somebody would jack my shit.
Yeah,
I'd be like, somebody's gonna come up and like steal the shirt off
yeah,
my
if
back.
we lived in like a nice city,
yeah,
or, like
yeah.
didn't live in like such a big metropolitan.
Back home, I could do it.
Oh,
well,
for sure.
I want to hear some more Ambien stories. Did you look some stuff up?
Yeah,
I
I've
really
got some. Well, these are just
because we talked about it. What was the other one you mentioned to me the other day?
Oh, where this woman shaved her head and eyebrows. Her son woke up and she had gone into the bathroom and shaved her head and all her eyebrows off. I was like, oh my God.
Ambien. You guys, I don't see how Ambien's supposed to make you sleep if it just makes you do crazy things. It makes you like, what? How is that sleeping? It just makes you go crazy. I don't get it.
Okay, so let's see.
Let me hear a story. We're looking these up on the internet because we were just like, it's a treasure trove of bullshit.
Oh, there's some good. So this chick says, I tend to carry my cat to the kitchen pantry and put him in there before going back to bed, only to be woken up soon after when he cries to be let out. Ambien makes me a monster.
Oh, you put the kitty in the cover.
That's not even that bad. I'm quite the chef on Ambien. My best and worst creation that I found half eaten the next morning was a hard taco shell filled with Gerber banana puree and wasabi peas. Oh, I won over $6,000 playing online poker while on it. That's all right.
I'll take that. Well, because when we were looking stuff up this morning, I found some really horrible things.
Yeah, she looked up like horror Ambien stories. And I looked up more like funny ones. And yeah, she's like,
I can't even talk. It was like, oh, we can't talk about this.
Well,
it
yeah,
was
we can
literally
talk about it. Like a dude Ambien his wife.
And then raped her and then killed
murdered
his whole
his family.
And I went, okay, not going to talk about
This one's funny. And we should share this picture, but found a lime, stapled that lime. Just like putting staples in it.
Yeah, we gonna share that pic real hard.
I had taken my normal dose and went to lay down. I woke up like normal and my husband was missing his pubic hair. He told me the night before I wanted to shave all of it off, and I did using massage cream. I don't even like shaved pubes. He also told me that I tossed. Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
He also told me that I tossed his salad, which I never do. Whoa! I also stared at the wall for 2 hours standing up.
Okay. Well, do you know that this thing is called Ambien Walrus? It's like a thing that they call.
Or is it like something that everybody sees?
Yeah. Well,
is it like one of those side effects everybody sees a walrus?
No, they say it's the internet's way of personifying the effects. So they're saying that's what you feel like. You're like, like this, like it says it's a large, lazy, flippered, and flippant. It's like the mix of hypnosis, amnesia, and hallucinations.
Oh, okay.
That's like what they call it, is like the Ambien Walrus. Is like what happens when you get into it. That is too funny. I'm trying to find any. Here, you give me another one.
This one was let's see. I took an Ambien, went to sleep, woke up, forgot I'd taken an Ambien, took another Ambien.
Oh, God,
went to sleep, forgot I'd taken an Ambien again and took another Ambien. I slept for 48 hours and probably could have seriously harmed myself. My boyfriend and work thought I died. I stopped taking Ambien after that.
Oh, my God. That's insane.
Yeah. And there's something about I had more than a few Ambien adventures, but in 2016, as trends started to emerge, first I apparently switched all my phone's notification alerts to Chewbacca sound effects during the night and scared the crap out of myself when the Wookiee cries came screaming out of my phone the next day. Soon after that, I called my friend at 2:17 a.m. one morning to tell her I needed my Chewbacca veins treated on my legs and for her to book me an appointment immediately. Finally, I have no recollection of it, but I must have done some Ambien online shopping because I was surprised one day with a package containing the Chewbacca tutu.
Dude,
it's
I
crazy.
love how specific that is, and it's like, ooh,
yeah,
Chewbacca. And
yeah, my mom goes on Home Shopping Network.
Oh boy,
and you better believe.
Oh boy,
we'll start buying shit.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
I want to find like a really. I know someone personally who used to like sleepwalk on Ambien, where he would just be like walk across the street and like do stuff, and that's freaky because it's
it's crazy. It's like I just don't understand why it's so bad. Like why? Like what about it pissed on my computer?
Oh
that
yeah,
was
I
so
saw that.
funny.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I pissed on my computer. There's
Pirates
ones
in my room.
Oh God. Well, they have always like, they talk about hallucinations and stuff. How like, oh, the letters on my phone were floating off, and you know, there was a Harry Potter poster, and Hedwig was like flying, and it freaked me out, and
it's just like weird shit. It's like gibberish. It's like crazy.
People
like
buy
people,
things
and people also
online.
just like see and hear things, and that's why I'm just like, I don't know if. It must be really good and do wonders because
why would you
why
risk
would
all
you
that
do
shit?
all this? Like shaving off your eyebrows? Oh my God.
That's fucked.
Everybody thinks they're things. I thought I was a gardener. I thought it was a piece of meat. The eye of Sauron. You know, it's like it's oh, this is not a funny story. My dad's doctor prescribed him Ambien. I don't know the reason. And he had a few incidents of sleepwalking, but nothing big until one day when I was visiting my mom, when he shows up on her doorstep and knocks. I opened the door to find him standing shirtless on the porch with his car parked with the front in the front yard and the back street with every door open. I drove him home and finally managed to get him inside, blah, blah, blah. I slept on his couch.
God. He drove. That could kill.
He drove, yeah.
That's so scary.
On Ambien. That's crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He probably had no recollection of like how he got there either, you know, and it's like that's what's terrifying.
Ooh, yeah, but you don't remember how you get places and you've been driving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just black out when you're driving.
I have like massive like ADD or like attention because I truly don't know how and sometimes I'm like, am I micro sleeping? You know, am I having micro sleeps in the car? Because I get real sleepy in the car.
And then you miss exits all the time.
On drives that I take every day. I had it last night when I was trying to get on the 405. I literally, it's like I woke up and went, fuck, I missed my fucking exit. And then I looked and I hadn't. But like I couldn't recognize the part of the freeway I was on because I was like, this does not look familiar. But that just means that like I completely spaced out, or like so. I think I get sleep. I get really bad sleepy in the car, and that's when I've pulled over because I know how dangerous it is. Like dozing, nodding off, and
is
sleeping.
As bad as, like, drunk driving.
My God! And that feeling of when you do doze off and then you wake up and you're like, fuck! I like could have just like in that split second that it happened, like I could have just killed myself or ever. Like it's so scary. Do not
do that. And also, if you're taking Ambien, just like maybe lock yourself in your house somehow.
Yeah, lock it
up.
Like,
make sure somebody's there with you.
Or like maybe get a lower dosage. I don't know. Like my mom is able to do it now with the lower dosage, but she still needs to be upstairs. Like she'll still eat, but she doesn't do all the crazy stuff anymore.
Oh, God.
Dude, I've been in a car accident where a guy told me, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep. I'm like, don't tell me that. I was like, lie, dude. Like, just say you weren't paying attention. But like, he straight up was like rubbing his eyes. I was like, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. And rammed me, and it was so gnarly.
So scary.
Yeah. So guys, get your sleep.
We need to all get better sleep habits.
It's so important. It's a health. Like,
Absolutely.
that's what everyone says. Like doctors are always like, are you getting enough sleep?
Yeah, but sometimes I think maybe I get too much sleep. Is that a thing?
Oh,
I always look that up
like
too.
Shit.
I'll be like, searching on Google, can I get too much sleep?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like you
I
get up and you feel like you're sick.
I feel like you've been hit by a bus. Like you have the flu and you're like, and I've definitely had that. And I think too much sleep is like, during the night, that's one thing, like getting 7.5 hours or whatever you're supposed to get. That's great. But like the continual sleeping or like, or going like I've gone like I feel like not too long ago I had like 10 hours at night, and then that's when I feel like shit. Yeah. And I wake up and I'm all groggy and I'm like, ugh, and it's hard.
Well, it's almost like you're more tired. You wake up after sleeping too much and you're more. So God damn it,
guys, get it right.
I think having a schedule is important, and it sucks when you can't do that. When your job takes you in a million different places and you can't get a sleep schedule, or those people who have like shift work where they're nurses and they work for 24 hours straight, and then that stuff sucks because it really does fuck with your sleep. And
my acupuncturist, she is so big on that. She's like, I cannot stress enough that it is like one of the most important things you can do is getting the right amount of sleep every day, because it affects your mental health, your physical health. So like that's something I need to work on. No Ambien, but
we are sleepy, and we're gonna take care of our sleep.
Oh, we should probably say wrap this up and we have something to say. Fuck, we forgot to announce it in the beginning.
We didn't even announce it. Okay, so here's the thing. I wanted it to be so
like
poignant.
Such a
and
nice. A special moment. It's fine. It's very us. It's fine. It's still gonna be special. So we were supposed to announce at the top of the episode that we had a big announcement at the end of the episode.
Hey, if you've made it this far, good for you.
Hopefully, yeah, everybody's still here. But yeah, so we have an announcement. It's bittersweet, like you said. What?
You
want me to do it?
Yeah, because you know what? This was basically your choice.
It was not.
Because if I'm gonna be real, I don't wanna. But it's fine. Because we have to do it.
See, now you do this in the middle of the episode and you're gonna make me to be the bad guy. Great.
Guys.
Look,
no,
it's hard. I brought this up because Annitsa and I need to move forward in the direction that we want to go. Mm-hmm. And the podcast has been fucking incredible and like game changer, and we did it to keep creating and have something to do every week.
Yeah, where we saw each other, where we did something creative.
Yeah, and the thing is, Annitsa wants to be an actress. Mm-hmm. I want to be a director and we want to be filmmakers. And like, as much as the podcast is such a fucking amazing medium,
it's a great outlet.
Have been amazing. We need to refocus and do what we set out to do. And that's what I told her.
Put our energy toward
making what we came out
really
here
want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and guys, Saturday is our 2-year anniversary of doing the show, doing 2 bulk girls and then 2 blank girls. And honestly, like, it has been the coolest.
It's been amazing.
Ride.
And like, and it's
so much fun.
And to do this medium of podcasting too. It's such a big thing right now. And so the fact that we had even the smallest amount of success, like, we've been so grateful, and everybody has been like a huge part of it. But it just feels like the whole reason I was like, we just need to refocus. We need to put our energy. And so it means that you're going to see us. We're going to continue to make things.
Yeah, guys. Because I don't know. I know, well, a lot of you probably know that we did a web series before this. Yeah. We did a show called Bush League, and we did that. We did like 22 episodes of that.
Amazing.
And so, you know, when we stopped doing that, it was because it felt like time. It felt like it wasn't because we're like, oh, we're sick of it. We don't have any ideas. It was just, you know what? Like, that's been done. We've been doing it. Like, what's next? Essentially, this for us is what's next.
Yes. And the podcast was
the next step.
The next step after the web series and then the podcast. And now I feel like
what's
look,
next?
We need to, it's been 2 years, kind of same amount of time. I think the web series maybe was a little longer, but like, every couple of years we have to like reinvent and keep making.
Baby.
And you guys, like, we're gonna, so I guess we should say, like, next week will be our final episode of the podcast, but it means that like we're now gonna focus and shift this energy into fucking doing what we love. And I think everyone can appreciate that. And
I hope that, like, our hope is that you guys continue to support us in that way, like in whatever we do next. You know, follow our journey, because we're still on Instagram, you know, as ourselves, and we're still here. Like, this isn't an ending. It's just a new beginning. Because I just feel like, you know, if I am the one to end the podcast or whatever. No, you know why I say that? Because this is the funniest thing. She gets back from her trip. Like, she was on this big, great trip in New York, and she went to Austin. It was so cool. And she gets back, and the next morning, she sends me a text like at 8 a.m, and it's literally, dude, we got to stop the podcast. Not in a bad way, but it's just, and I went, what?
Yeah, but like, do you know why I sent you that text?
Yeah.
Because the night before, you had sent me this, like, book of texts about how, like, I got to shit or get off the pot, you know? And we talk about this all the time, and people hopefully listening to this can relate.
Yep.
And you had sent me all this stuff, and I was like, dude, it's fucking true. Like, we both, like, the podcast is amazing, and we built it from the ground up, and we made something. That's what we always do.
We do. Yeah.
But I was like, if you want to fucking be an actress, you got to go be an actress. And maybe that means putting all of our energy into making what we want to do. Yep. So
and I was just giving you shit earlier.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't you know, when you said that, no, I wasn't like, it did make me sad, just because I'm like, this is something that really does make me happy.
Well, yeah.
You know? But if I didn't want to do it, I would have put up a little more of a fight.
Yeah, or like, I would have been up to, like, if you want to keep going with the podcast and like create a new like type of podcast, I would let you do that. But I was also like, no. because that means like
yeah,
that hour that we make this podcast, you could be on an audition or in a play or going to do a theater. I don't know. I talked a lot about to Ashley last night, just telling everybody our shit. But like, you should go be in a play. Yeah. You should go join a theater company and put all your energy. Like, we cannot. It's shitting or getting off the pot, because like that has been the story of our lives in the last couple of years.
No, and also, but you know what I think with us too. We both enjoy a reinvention. There's something that's exciting about starting over.
100. Because look, the podcast has been great, but like, you know, we've had our schedules too have like not allowed us to do consistent episodes, and we want to put something out that's like fucking great. And hopefully people agree that like when we do stuff, it works. So I think it's now time to do the next thing.
What's funny is that when I thought we would announce this today, like you said, we'd do it at the top of the episode, and then we would have this like poignant like, here's what we're gonna say, and instead we're like we're like trying to justify it. We're like, you know, well, this is why we're doing it, because we're like justifying it to ourselves. But no, we are 100% on board with this decision, and I truly am.
And you know, it's sad, and it sucks, but it's like, to me I find it more like, when I sent you that text, to me it felt more exciting, because I was like, we're finally, someone said something, somebody like me fucking put myself out there and said something scary and like shitty that means, you know, we're gonna end something. But I was like, no, I am ready to fucking take over the world. And we gotta start now, and that's what we're gonna do. So
well, and I feel like this since last summer, this whole year has been a year of reinvention. So let's keep it up.
Dude,
keep it up.
And if you guys have ideas, if y'all want to see more, like, you know, we've thrown out the idea of bringing Bush League back for like one final like adventure,
like an epic movie, or even a couple episode run or something. But
we're gonna create something totally new, or we're gonna put on a piece of theater, or I don't know what it is. But if you guys have suggestions, we are here.
Yeah, because we hope that you guys enjoy us together, and that's why you're here. And so
that's all it is. As long as you and I, hopefully that's to me what it's always been about. As long as you and I are creating something together, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, so the podcast is coming to an end, but I feel like we made something fucking dope, or at least we think it's awesome. I don't know how you guys feel about
and secretly in the background we were like, God, we've been doing this for 2 years and like nothing's happened. Like it really hasn't given us what we've put out. So like, we're done.
But like it's more about like, you know, not like that doesn't even matter.
No,
like,
and that's the truth about it, is that any modicum of success is whatever, but for us, it's about our energies. It's about the energy we put in, the energy we get back, and we are trying to put our energy towards something.
And it's about making things,
momentum,
and creating, and like not just letting, because we could easily
do this for 10 fucking years,
or we could have just like fucked off and not done anything after Bush League, or we could have you know, like, but we continue to want to do things, and hopefully that inspires you guys too. Like, it's about creating with the people that you want to like make work with, and that's what we're gonna do. Like, I love the podcast, but I'm ready to fucking step it up. And you guys hear it on the pod. We talk about it all the time. We're like, we want to be directors, we want to be acting in like action movie, like, and yet we're still talking on the podcast. I think that's what it was for me, that we need to take our
about it. We sit here and talk about it.
We talk about it. Yeah, look, we're physically like holding a mic and talking about it
instead of doing it.
And so that's to me what it's been all about. Of course I could do it forever, but you know, there's only so much time, and you got to do your shit while you're alive, and while you can, and while you still want to. So
we are so thankful.
Yeah, you guys are fucking dope. You're amazing. For all the patrons.
And then you listen to this rant at the end.
Yeah. All you patrons who've supported us, all of you bought t-shirts, people who repost, like, you guys are fucking incredible, and we hope that you'll watch out for us.
You will continue to follow us. Yeah.
Because stay tuned. There is like shit coming. Like, we are going to make some amazing stuff happen. And like,
Mark, this is it, guys. Right at this moment is historic. You listen to this. And
that's gonna be cool when like they can go back and be like, remember on the podcast when they said, and then like we have our movie premiering at Sundance. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Stop.
Bye.
But yeah, it's just
we killed it.
Love you guys, but tune in next week. We have one more episode.
We can say one more time. Yeah. Come on back.
Come on back, y'all. Love y'all. Oh wait, we didn't do the end part.
Okay.
So I kind of fucked up in the end
outro.
there. Outro. This is the official outro. What did I say? Outro. Love y'all. Fuck. This is why we're ending the podcast, because
Bye.
I suck. Bye.